Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV. We are back with another video, and in this video, we are talking basketball. We are here Friday. I need to get this shit fucking lined up better. But we are here Friday, December 27th. We had NBA action tonight. I didn't watch too much basketball tonight. I was focused on watching movies. I was playing a little bit of NCAA throughout the night. It was cool. But we're going to talk about 3 or 4 games. We had the Spurs-Nets game. I don't know why I'm exhausted. Timberwolves, Rockets, Grizzlies, Pelicans, and then we're going to close it out with the Mavs and the Suns game. So let's kind of get into it. We are going to first start with the Spurs and the Nets game. Victor Wembanyama has 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 blocks to lead the Spurs to a 9-point win over the Nets. A little underwhelming for Victor Wembanyama. Holy fuck. But, solid scoring, solid rebounding, great at the rim defense. That's something that is guaranteed out of Victor Wembanyama, just playing really good at the rim defense. Solid scoring for Jeremy Sohan, great rebounding for him as well. He was being the rebounder, and they get the win. Victor Wembanyama playing pretty well on both sides of the ball. This was a fun game, Victor blocking jump shots, hitting threes. The same guy that's blocking jump shots is hitting threes. That doesn't happen too often. It's pretty awesome. Three-pointer after three-pointer for him. Obviously, Jeremy Sohan is a really good defender as well. The Spurs have a lot going for them. They're actually considered like a good basketball team right now, crazy enough, But looking at him, 12 points and 14 rebounds for Jeremy Sohan. Not too much else going on for the Spurs. I feel like this was mostly a team effort. Let's just kind of look at the Nets. You get an 11-point, 10-rebound game for Nick Claxton. 16 points, 12 assists for Shake Milton off of 50% three-point shooting. 25 points for Keon Johnson. He shot 40% from 3, 50% from the field. I don't really know how they lost this game. DFS definitely could have played a little better. Very underwhelming game for him, especially when you have the Day'Ron Sharps and the Noah Clowneys, and hell, they even have Tyrese Martin, who they've been trying out. I think they might have taken him up from the fucking G League, so they've been trying him out. He played really good off the bench. I don't know, not a great game for DFS. Again, he can rebound at a solid level. He plays pretty good defense, but I don't know. Moving on to the Timberwolves and the Rockets, and this is really what we're here for. We're here for Ant-Man. We are here for a clutch basket made by him. Anthony Edwards hits the winning three-pointer to cap the Timberwolves rally with a 1-point win over the Rockets. And man, the Rockets are a tough team to beat, and obviously the Timberwolves have had a very shaky start to the season, but beating the Rockets is huge for them. Step back three-pointer with 23 seconds left, capped a furious rally, lifts them up for the win. Plays like this for a young star like this, making him the leader, the franchise player. That's what, again, makes franchise players and makes legendary basketball players. So shout out to that. Amen Thompson had a nasty dunk. That was awesome. This was a really good game. 2 pretty young teams. Obviously not like Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. Those are kind of the exceptions, but pretty young guys. Amen Thompson played really well on both sides of the ball regardless of a loss. Huge game for Alperen Sengun. He was being aggressive and making it tough, getting to the rim and stuff like that. So you look at the Timberwolves, really good game for Julius Randle. He put up 27. You get 24 points for Anthony Edwards off of 50% three-point shooting. Obviously on the starting lineup, that's kind of the 1-2 punch. And Dante DiVincenzo kind of having his breakout game as a Minnesota Timberwolf. 22 points off the bench. He shot 60% from 3. He played really, really well. Obviously, looking at the Rockets, I think the Rockets played a really good game of basketball. It was just a matter of, who won it down at the end, and obviously Anthony Edwards is clutch like that. You get 20 points, 11 rebounds for Amen Thompson. Great game for him, 75% shooting. You get 38 points and 12 rebounds for Sengun. I believe he shot like 64% from the field, too. They don't call him Baby Jokic for nothing. Obviously, there's a couple of guys off the bench that could have played better, namely a guy like Cam Whitmore, kind of down the stretch when they're going on rallies. He could have gave a little bit more, but I think the Rockets still played a pretty fine basketball game. Not too much to complain about there. We're going to go ahead and move on to the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, the second to last game I want to talk about tonight. Ja Morant hurts his shoulder, but Jaren Jackson scores 33 as the Grizzlies top the Pelicans by 8. I don't know how they keep doing it, but man, oh man, the Grizzlies find ways to win basketball games, and it's actually been really beautiful to watch. Obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant being another 1-2 punch kind of scoring duo for them. They scored really well. Sorry. Ja Morant had like a minor right shoulder injury. Hopefully, it's not going to be that bad because I have him on fantasy. I think he's probably going to miss the rest of the week is what it looks like. Yeah, obviously the New Orleans Pelicans are struggling. They are in a slump right now. They lose by 8. Obviously, this is a tough team, but At this point, you just got to tank. I don't even know what direction the Pelicans are going in. They're starting to look like the Nets from a few years ago, maybe even last year. So, again, hopefully John Morant is okay. Obviously, before he got hurt, he was getting through defenders. He was hitting tough shots, doing normal John Morant stuff. Really good game nonetheless. DeJounte Murray was hitting some threes. Jaren Jackson was hitting tough shots. So it made for some pretty fun basketball. Obviously, that's why I'm talking about it. But yeah, man, shout out to Jaren Jackson. 33 points off of 67% three-point shooting. And again, before Ja got hurt, he put up 25. He shot 75% from three. So that's awesome. That's really all he needed. You look at the Pelicans. 32 points for CJ McCollum. Really good game for Trey Murphy. The third, 35 points. And then you get 11 points, 11 rebounds off the bench for Daniel Tice. He shot 60%. Herb Jones, man, I get it. He is a great defensive player. But not having Brandon Ingram, not having Zion Williamson, and having to kind of settle for him in the starting lineup, it's not really it right now. Obviously they have like Jordan Hawkins and Brandon Boston and Daniel Tice and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. They have a pretty solid bench that they could experiment over him, in the wake of this injury with Zion, these injuries with Zion and Brandon. But I don't know. I especially, literally any of those guys off the bench I just named could have got some minutes over Herb Jones. He had 5 fouls, dude. He's a great defender. 2 blocks, 3 steals. Like, he serves his purpose. But that doesn't mean you put him in the whole fucking game. Like 28 minutes. I don't know. It's a tough one to call. Obviously, Herb Jones could definitely be better offensively. Like, with that injury, they need that man to put up like 10 to 15 points a game, if I'm being honest. So, there's that. Mavs-Suns is the final game I want to talk about. Kyrie Irving scores 20. The Mavs win their first game after Luka Doncic's injury. They beat the Suns by 9. This is a great, reassuring game for the Mavs, losing Luka on Christmas Day. Great scoring for Kyrie Irving this game. Solid scoring for Daniel Gafford, kind of filling in the gaps there. Yeah, they beat them. Obviously, Nurkic, Marshall, Washington, they kind of got into it. I don't really give a shit about that. We can just talk basketball for now. Powell, this a nasty dime to Quentin Grimes. That was pretty fun. Really good game, though. You don't see that much from Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber was hitting shots. Kyrie Irving was hitting threes again. Everyone just kind of trying to fill in and kind of trying to step up for Luka. Kyrie put up 20. He shot 50% from three. He was really the only big performer tonight. And obviously the Mavs are going to have to get used to that because that's how it's going to be for the next couple of games. As we kind of look at the Suns, God, KD has to do everything, doesn't he? 35 points off of 75% three-point shooting. Guys like Yusuf Nurkic, guys like Tyus Jones, and obviously Yusuf Nurkic being an idiot and getting fucking ejected. That's not the right move. And they have Royce O'Neal, they have Josh Okogie, Mason Plumlee, Iguodaro. They have guys like that off the bench. And yeah, I don't fucking know. You cannot get ejected like that if you're Yusuf Nurkic. You are a very impactful big man. He should know that. He should notice by now. Tyus Jones and Yusuf Nurkic just not playing very well. That's really what I attribute to their losses to. Wow, there's a 2 o'clock game tomorrow. Heat and Hawks. That'll be a fun game. Just kind of looking forward a little bit. Heat and Hawks are playing. The Suns are playing the Warriors. That's really about it. Those are the 2 main games that I'm pretty excited for. There's a decent amount of NBA action, and it's starting at 2 tomorrow, so that'll be fun. I might watch some bowl games in college football, especially, Iowa State and Miami are playing. You get BYU Colorado. Army's playing Louisiana Tech. Those should be some pretty fun ones, so we might have to check some of those out. But anyways, I'm out, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go hit some cardio real quick, maybe take a breather, and then we're going to record. Before I go to bed, I'm going to try to